So here's a bolt. It's in my transmission and it is completely stripped. When I took it out, all the treads for the inside were stuck to the bolt. So I guess what I need to do is pull that out of there. I cleaned it off a bit, ran it through a die or a tap, whichever one, and cleaned it out, put it back in, but there's just nothing left in there. So normally I keep a box of bolts around right there, and I just happened to find one that was just a little bit bigger than what I had. Oh, not, yeah, bigger. That way there it actually made threads going in, and it was a little bit longer, so what I did was I cut it off. So now I'm going to weld it together so that it's the same length, and then you lock it tall, that'll work perfect. Anyway, I'll show you a little more when I get done. Now, to keep this bolt straight while I weld it, I put it in an angle iron, and I'm going to weld one side of it and then flip it over and weld the other side. And being in the angle will help keep it straight. This is something my brother told me, so I'm going to give it a shot and see what happens. Okay, here's the bolt all welded up. Put it through the grinding stone a bit there, grinding wheel. Now I'm going to go over it with a file, because this washer doesn't seem to fit properly over the end here. I'm going to clean that up a bit. Then I'm going to go over it with some memory cloth, and then we're going to use it. That's all there is to it. Alright, so my bolt worked okay, but the threads didn't. So they're still stripped inside. So the best thing I could come up with without replacing the back pan on this transmission is building a bracket to hold the bolt in place. I think it's going to work. Keep everything together. Fabricating is all part of the deal here, I guess. Put a piece of rubber pipe on there to keep it from wearing through the aluminum. And I guess it's going to work okay. So we'll see anyway if it does or doesn't. And I also put an O-ring on the back of that bolt just in case oil does happen to seep through. Not sure if it will or not. Okay, this is what we started with. It's actually a bed frame. And that's what we ended up with. Hopefully it holds the bolt in. So now we got the muffler in place. Now we're going to put the pipes in there. And we're going to pop some springs in. That should be a lot of fun getting those springs in there. I wonder if there's a special way to do that. Well, I guess we're going to find out. Well, that first side was easy enough. Just move the muffler over. Like that. And it gives you space to work. You don't have to stretch too far, and then you push it back into place and they automatically stretch. Now this side here will pop into place, and it'll probably take a little bit of pulling with a pair of pliers or vice grips. Well, there we go. I found the channel locks work the best on that. It went in pretty easy. I hope the other ones do the same. Anyway, we're going to find out. There, got one done. Two more to go. There, got one in, and now I just realized that I wanted to have a look at the reeds before I got everything back in. So that's going to be the next step. Pulling this apart and checking out the reeds in there.